Chinese hackers backdoored the MiMi chat application, targeting users of Windows, Linux, and macOS. According to two reports from cybersecurity firms Sequoia and Trend Micro, a new campaign by the Chinese threat actor Lucky Mouse includes the use of a Trojanized version of a cross-platform messaging software to backdoor systems. Infection chains use the chat software MiMi, whose installer files have been compromised, to obtain and install Hyperbro samples and R shell artifacts for Linux and macOS. The attacks have affected up to 13 different entities, 8 of which have been infected with R shell and are based in Taiwan and the Philippines. The first victim of R shell was reported in the middle of July 2021. Lucky Mouse, also known as APT-27, Bronze Union, Emissary Panda, and Iron Tiger, has been active since 2013 and has a track record of gaining access to specific networks to further its Chinese-aligned political and military intelligence collection goals. The Advanced Persistent Threat Actor, APT, is skilled at using a variety of customized implants, such as SysUpdate, Hyperbro, and PlugX, to steal extremely valuable data. The most recent development is significant because it represents the threat actor's first attempt to target macOS in addition to Windows and Linux. Because Lucky Mouse has control over the backend servers that host the MiMi app installers, it is possible to modify the program to obtain the backdoors from a remote server, giving the campaign the characteristics of a supply chain attack. This is supported by the fact that malicious JavaScript code was inserted into the app's macOS version 2.3.0 on May 26, 2022. It's possible that this was the first compromised macOS version, but Windows versions 2.2.0 and 2.2.1 have been found to contain identical updates as early as November 23, 2021. R-Shell is a standard backdoor with all the bells and whistles, allowing the execution of any arbitrary command from a command and control C2 server and sending the results back to the server. It's unclear whether MiMi is a legitimate chat program or if it was designed or repurposed as a surveillance tool. But Earth Berberoka, also known as Gambling Puppet, has used the app to target online gambling sites, which is yet another example of how Chinese APT groups regularly share tools. The connections to infrastructure previously identified as being used by the China Nexus intrusion set, as well as the distribution of Hyperbro, a backdoor only used by the hacker organization, are what link the operation to Lucky Mouse. As Sequoia points out, the adversary has previously used messaging apps as a launchpad for its attacks. ESET discovered that Hyperbro, PlugX, and T-Manger, a remote access Trojan, were distributed to Mongolian targets via the popular chat program Able Desktop.